Hello friends, today we will discuss a Django project, you can say a Django web application in which I will explain or it will manage the trainer session records. So let me first show you you can see my page over here. Mm. As you can see, this is this is the home page of my dashboard. You can see this is a dashboard to store the records of a trainer in an institute. So this is a nav bar. You can see I have used the nav bar, and this is from I have taken from the Git Bootstrap app. So let's go to the go inside the project and let's understand that what is happening here. Mm, Wait. So let's go to the project. You can see I have my project, and in this project, you can see this is my project name, which is trainer underscore portal, and this is my study folder, templates folder, and this is my app. So let me tell you that whenever we create a project, so we have also created the app, we created some folders, but Django is not. I mean, it doesn't know about these about app about templates, so we should first let him know that we have some extra things. So for this reason, I will go to the study.py of my project, and there I will mention that I have some folder, I have app. So first of all, I will do what I will import OS is a module. I am inputting this, and next I will insert my app into the installed underscore app. This is a list, and here I will mention my app. You can see that I have my app name is session app. So here you can see this is my app name followed by dot apps. I mean, I have mentioned the app because in the session app, you can see I have a apps.py. So that's why I have mentioned the dot apps. And then in the apps dot py, you can see a class, which is, let me show you. There's a class session app config. That's why I have mentioned in the settings.py, I have mentioned, you can see this is my app name, this is my apps. I mean, in this is an app, you will get a apps.py, and then within apps.py, you will get a class. That's why I mentioned in this way. Next, I will mention a template and to do so we can go to the DIS, which is a key of the dictionary, and this dictionary is inside a templates list. So you can see here I have mentioned os.path, and I mean in this way I am mentioning the path of my project, and also I am including my templates folder which I have created right over. You can see this is join will take two, join is a function, and this will take two parameters, and also I have mentioned the path of my project. So this join function will take two parameters. First parameter will be the path of your project, and the second will be your template that you have created. So you can see here this is the path of our project. And here parent dot parent means why this is there are two parents, because whenever you will create, suppose let me tell you that we have created this trainer portal app. I mean project, but inside when you will create a project, you will get another folder inside that project with the same name, and that's why you can see here that two times. Let me show you. So you can see two times. First, we have created a trainer underscore portal, but again inside this folder we are getting again the same with the same name a folder. So that's why this is parent or parent. First parent would be your that you have given the name. I mean that you have created the folder, and the second parent is for that Django is going to provide you. So this is the path of your project, and let's go to add my study folder. You can see we have a static underscore URL. That means it was actually initially in this, it was looking like this, but I have given a slash over here, and you can see that static underscore URL, this that means this will contain the URL for the study folder. And again, I'm defining the path. I mean, in the static files underscore dirs, I have to connect this, I will do the same thing that I have done for my templates. So here also I'm writing that OI short part or join. This join function will take two parameters base underscore dir, and the second will be my static. So this is all about my settings.py. That means we have already connected our app, our folders to the project. Now we will directly go to the first. Let me show you. I would like to go to the us.py. So let me show my UI.py channel portal. I will go to the channel portal UI.py. This is my project UI.py. You can see over here that I'm just importing the views from this my current project, which is my channel underscore underscore portal, and I have comment out the admin panel because I don't need admin panel right now. So you can see I have a path function in this URL pattern. I'm taking a path function, and this path function will take three parameters. First will be your URL, second will be your function page view, and third will be your alias. So you can see my route is, this is an empty route. So when we will go to the home short py, you can see over here. Let me show you. When we are at home, this is my home, you can see, but the route is clear. We have only the local host parameters, which is provided by the Django. So we have nothing else. But when we will change this, suppose I'm going to add trainers, and then what? Then you can see the route got changed. But when we were home, it's not, there's nothing extra. So, we are not going to any route because we have no route. We had not given anything. So this is an empty route. But when we will go to this, if I actually let me show you my view.py for this one. So you can see I have just given that I'm taking the HTTP response, HTTP request response. I'm importing all this thing, and also I'm importing the render function, and this will normally check that if I have taken my function which view over here, and it will take one parameter which will be your request of type HTTP request, and this will return you HTTP response. And now we will check if request is method or post. Let me actually, when we will go for the get method, we don't need to check, but I have written over there that if request dot method will be get, equals to get, then what will happen? Then it will simply return you the render function, and this render function will take two parameters. First will be your request, and second will be your HTML page, which is home.html. You can see over here. And why I have mentioned your session? Because in my template, I have, in my template, you can see I have created a session, and this is my folder inside a template folder, and within this folder I have created home.html. That's why I have mentioned within session I have home.html. Okay, so this is all about the visual py. Actually, now I will go to the base.html. Mm, This is my base.html, and wait. Okay, let's go to the. mm, You can see this is my base.html, and here I have taken a few Ginger template tags. I have used a few Ginger template tags, and also I will explain one by one. So let me tell you that in this base.html, I am going to connect the CDN link for jQuery. This is my CDN link for jQuery, and this is my CDN link for Bootstrap CSS. Not this one, only the this one. And you can see this is my Bootstrap tutorial link for Bootstrap for JSM for JavaScript. As we are going to work on the JavaScript, because we will take the input from the user, and this will be in the form. It will be in the front end, and then the data will come to the back end, and again the data will go to the front end. So you can see that we are going to work on the JavaScript. That's why I have mentioned the load static template tag over here. so that we can work on the JavaScript easily. We don't need to go to the JavaScript folder or write anything. So this is a Ginger template tag that we will use for JavaScript so that we work easily. And you can see in the next I have used in the this is my Ginger template tag which is block title, and this is for the title. Let me show you block title Django. Okay, when we will go to the Django and just wait, let me show you. Django and Ajax. This is my home page and hmm, okay. Hmm. So here I have taken for title, and this is the template, and I have already said. And also I have connected my custom JavaScript that I have created over here. You can see I have a custom JavaScript. So I have connected this custom JavaScript in this form. And as we are using Bootstrap and navbar, so I will connect the navbar also. And for this, I have mentioned the body that include navbar. This is again a Jinja template tag. This is going, I will do this for the navbar, inclusion of navbar. And you can see that I have created a navbar inside a folder which is include. That's why I mentioned here include slash navbar.html, which is because it is inside the include folder. And you can see that I have taken a block body. This is again a Ginger template tag for body, and here I will write hello friends. Okay, and this is all about my base.html. Let's go to the navbar. You see, this is my navbar. Here I have taken three pages. This is for three pages. You know, the first page is home, second will be your ad trainer, third will be your session. And here we will use what? Here we will use alias. So this is again you can see I have mentioned a Ginger template tag, which is my URL, and in the URL we will only manage and mention the alias, and this will go to check which function which view is matching with this alias. Then basically when we will click on or click over here, let me show you. Let me first run my code again. Run my project again because I have stopped my server. Now let's go to this one. So when I will click on this home page, actually you can see this is already we are already in the home page, and you can see here written is a home, and it will do what? It will basically when we will click on a home, or actually we are on the home. That means it will first it will go to check the which URL. When we will click on the home, it will check which alias is matching with this alias. So it will go to the UI.py, and there it will check which function which view. That means let me uh, go there. So I will go to the UI.py here, and you can see that it will definitely come the UI.py first, and then here you will check that yes, this alias is matching over here, and this alias is matching with your function which is home. Then it will go to the UI.py here, and here you can see we have taken the we have taken the function which do we just taken the reader function. So that's why you can see this one, this home page. And next, what will happen when we will click on the other one? Actually, let me tell you one thing over here that I have included. I have used the include part over here. I'm inputting path, also I'm inputting include, so that we can connect our UI.py of app over here. So you can see I have taken a path function, and this path function this is my actually if I want I can pass here empty it out, there will be no problem, but I have taken a session over here. And so that's why you can see over here when as I have taken session, that's why you can see session underscore session slash add underscore trainer. If I want I cannot use this, but I'm using over here. So let me tell you that in this way you can include your app. Include then within parentheses you will pass your app name and then dot URL short because you want to connect your URL short by of your app. That's why you need to mention like this. Okay, so we were talking about the nav bar. So let's go to the nav bar, and here you can see that we have a add dinner page, session page, and also we are using over here senior template type. Oh, here also we use the same senior template here also, but the alias is different, and also the name of the page is different. So this is all about my my nav bar, and I didn't write all this thing. I have just taken it from the Get Bootstrap app, and here I've mentioned the dashboard so that you can see over here the dashboard. I've written dashboard. Actually, you can, if you want, you can write here dashboard for trainers. Let me, or this is, you can see, we are going to record the session record of trainer. So it will be me. Basically, you can say it can be used by the institute also. So if I want, I can use a dashboard for trainers, or I can simply mention over here mm, institute. There will be no problem. Or dash institute dashboard. I can mention over here institute dashboard. Okay, so this is institute dashboard. Now you will see there will be a change. Let me show you. If I go to this page and if I reload, then you will see institute dashboard. This is now institute dashboard. It got changed. So as I discussed about the home page, also when we click on the add trainer page, it will directly first it will go to the UI.py, it will check which alias is matching with this, and then it will go to the view.py, and there it will check which the function. First it will check the alias, and then it will check which function page is matching with this, and then it will go to the function page which is present in your view.py. Okay, so this is all about the navbar, and now we will discuss the URL.py of. Hmm. As I have included the apps USPI, so we will directly go to the USPI of app. You can see over here I have taken two in this, in the URL pattern, I have mentioned only two routes. You can see taken the two path function, and here I passed my route, and I have passed my function page view. This is my alias, and this is because let me show my templates over here. You can see in the templates. Hmm. I have a session. So in this session, you can see I have three templates. Basically, add underscore session.html, all underscore session.html, home.html, and so we will first I'm going to discuss my UI.py. So you can see I have mentioned here two, and the home.html I have already discussed in my trainer portal. Mm. Over here you can see this in this here I have mentioned the home.html, about the home. So before that I want to say let's go to the template first, and let's go to add underscore session.html. So here you can see that we have using the clear template type which is extend. Here, as we know that I have mentioned all the details, basic details, and very important, which is the serial link for Bootstrap, serial link for jQuery, and also the custom JavaScript. I have already included my nav bar over there. So if I don't use my extend, then I have to write all the things again in my page over here. So I don't want this. That's why I have used extends. Extends with the template tag so that I can inherit the properties of my page.html. That means that page.html is my parent class, and I'm going to inherit the properties of page.html. That means I don't need to write all the things over here again. So you can see over here I have used it again. I have taken again loader static part. as you know that we have already used the load static in a template tag in the base document, we don't need to write again, but this is a good practice if you write over here. So that's why I have mentioned over here. And in this page, I have generally taken what I have normally taken the block title, which is again a template tag, and in this title, I will pass a message. I mean the title of my page, and it will be shown over there. Let me show you. If I go to the add trainer, then you can see add session, then Django Ajax. This is because I have uh, mentioned over here in the title. That's why you will get this message will over here. And also add trainer session because I have mentioned add trainer session as a uh, heading over here. Let me tell you, this is add trainer session because I'm getting this because of this one, as I mentioned over here. And this is generally, normally in the previous projects, I discussed that we will use IDs to take or to access our input, our button, everything. But here I am not going to use my ID. Instead of ID, I will take the inputs in the matrix form, but I will use ID for my form. In the previous projects, I had said that we will use a method which will be post in the form. We mention the form, then method equals to post, but here we don't need to. We are going to work on the ID. That means I will access this form with the help of ID, which is my session form, and class I have taken this one. So as we have mentioned in in previous projects, CSRF underscore token. So here we will also add this one so that there will be no security problem. So here we have already used CSR underscore token. This is a junior template tag. And now let me tell you that we will take some input from the user as a trainer code. And I have taken also the label so that you can see the label over your input box. And I am not using the ID over here because we don't need, we have already mentioned the ID for form. So we will not access it with the help of ID. Simply, I have taken my input and the type will be text, class will be form, control name will be trainer code. And I have given an example also placeholder that you should write like this one. Next, I have taken again the user input for, I have taken the label for trainer name, input for that, and trainer name. This will the same, and this way in the same manner session topic and session date. But there is something different between session date because you can see the type I have mentioned text for trainer code, text for trainer name, text for session topic, but I have mentioned the date for session date, and also I have mentioned the number for duration. So this because we in the duration we will take number, no, 2 3 4 5 6 7 like this one. And for date we can't use text because we don't want text. We want a date like 12 2025 like this. So here on and we have a form. So to submit a form we should have a button like submit. So that's why I have taken a button over here and the type will be submit. Class will be button circle something, and ID. I am taking the ID for this one because we will access this form. I mean, we have a button, no? We should have a button to click, and this button will take ID so that we can use as a DOM element. And okay, this is about it. And here I'm ending my blog and blog body. Okay, so this is all about my add session template. And after that I want to discuss my ajax. Let's go to the ajax first. Mhm. And I want to split my um, screen so that it will be good for you to understand. Let me go to the full screen. So you can see that in the Ajax part, Let me show it clearly. So the next part, you can see first I have mentioned the dollar, then within function document dot ready function. I have taken the ready function, and this ready function will take anonymous function. So when we will go to the our website, you can see that if we not fill the form, you can see I have not filled the form until this one, but still when I will go to the console, check the right click and then inspect, you can see over here we have when we go to console, you can see Ajax data. That means jQuery is already in already working. Let me clear this one. That means jQuery is already working over here. We don't need to fill the form, we don't need to submit. When we had when we go to the when we will give the local host over here, localhost 1000, at that time our jQuery will be in progress. That means it is working. Okay, let's go. So here you can see I'm using. So I'm going to click. I'm using the my ID for. You can see I have taken the submit and I have ID for register button. For submit. So you can see I have mentioned with the hash because whenever we going to access a DOM element with the help of ID, so we have to use hash. That's why I'm using here hash to, and this is my click function. This is actually event handler. So it will here you can see I'm this will take a anonymous function, and here I'm, because we know that we use hx, so that because we don't want to reload our whole page at one time, instead of reloading the page full page, we prefer to the partial loading. That's why we are using here event dot prevent default function, so that it will not reload the full page. Okay, and next we will, you can see that in the previous projects I have discussed that we will use ID, and for that reason we are using like this one, like hash, and then we're taking the values, values from the, or you can say the input from the user. But here we are going to use in the matrix form. Let me show you what that. Initially, you can see that in the previous projects, we taken our CSRF middleware token in this way. That means this is a matrix form. We are taking the value in the matrix form, and I'm using the same thing over here for the trainer code, trainer name, and topic, date, duration. So let's go to the web page, and when we will go over here, you can see if I go to the page resource and view page source, then you will see over here that we have in the matrix form. That means first you can see the name as CSR middleware token, and also the name as trainer code that we have mentioned, and the all thing will be same in this way. You can see the name for duration. So that's why we are using ID. Now this is for ID. Oh, actually, wait, let me check. Maybe I did some mistake. I don't need ID for this one. Okay, now it's clear. So this will be in the matrix form. That's why we are taking in this form that the dollar input and name, and within, name will be your trainer code. So this is a metric form, and I'm taking dot well so that we can access we can take the value from the user, and whatever data will provided by the user, it will get stored in the trainer underscore code variable. In the same way, I have taken the trainer underscore name, topic, date, duration, and CSRF middleware token. You don't need to ask the user to see for CSRF middleware token. It will be provided by Django by default. So we just need the trainer code, trainer name, topic, date, duration. And now we are going to pass like console.log trainer code. If we go to check, let me discuss. So let me tell you that now we are going to work on Ajax. So in the Ajax, when we will start the Ajax, it will first work up to this one. That means the 3 1. So the first will be URL. It will just simply go to check that which URL is which route is matching with this. I mean, which alias is matching with this route. So basically, the first is session. So we will definitely go to the URL.py of trainer portal, and you can see over there that session is matching. Now it is doing what? It is just including the session, URL.py of session app. So we will directly go to the URL.py of session app. Let me close this one. In here, we will go to the URL.py of session app. You can see that first we check that yes, session is matching, and next will be what? Next will be the route add underscore trainer. So you can see that add underscore route underscore trainer is matching over here, and this is matching with this alias, that means add underscore trainer. And this alias, you can see that this is matching with add underscore trainer. So this is my function which do. It will go directly to the function. First it will go to the URL.py, then it will go to the view.py. But later on, before that, it will just check that yes, this the method is post or not, because we have a as we have taken the form, but there we didn't mention, but here I'm mentioning that I'm taking a method as a post. And also we have mentioned this in the visual file that we will see later. But let me tell you that we are taking what we are taking here data in the data. We will take these values. I mean the trainer underscore code. Then I mean simply I'm putting the variables over here: trainer code, trainer name, topic, date, duration, and also the CSR availability one that is provided by the Django. And up to this it will work. But later it will just go up to this. After that, when the success part will come, we have to go to the view.py. So let's go to the view.py. Mm. So as we have already worked up to this, I mean, we have already checked the route and we are already present in the view.py. So here this is my add underscore trainer function based two, and I will show this, and you can see over here I have just taken first I am just saying that this is my add underscore trainer function, sorry, function based two, and this will take one parameter which is request, and it will be of type HTTP request, and this will return me HTTP response. And you can see I have just take if request, I mean this is conditional check. I am checking that request dot method is equals to post or not. If this is equals to post, then what? Then we will just ask the user to provide us the train underscore, I mean code name, topic, date, duration. I mean in this way, train underscore code, train underscore name, topic, date, and it will get stored in a specific variable. Now again we will check. I mean we are going to check the conditional check like a conditional statement. If not code, that means if suppose user had not provided us the code or name or topic or date or duration, anything, if anyone is missing, then it will simply return a JSON response, which will be a type of the status will be error, and it will give me a message like all fields are required. So next we will do what? We will so when we will suppose it's giving me the JSON response as error. So the error part will work. That means there will be alert message, something went wrong with the this. Or you can see this will not work. So this success will work. And here this will give me the return message. This I mean the success part. We have taken a function. This is an anonymous function, and this will come in the picture when success will work. So as we are again checking here if condition, I'm taking if condition, so if else condition, so it will simply check that the status is error or not. I mean strictly this is a block, and it will check that if the condition is true, then also only it will work. So if we got any error from this side, then this message will be shown in your web page. And now we have already taken, actually before that I want to tell you that we have taken I'm taking a session underscore list, which is an empty list, because I have a detail, I mean a few details, and I want to store these details in the session underscore list. But before storing this details in the session underscore list, I will store, I will taking all this I'm going to take all these details in a dictionary form. So that's why I have created a session underscore dictionary over here, and this dictionary will contain all the details over here in the form. This you can see, this is my key and this is my value, and I'm passing the value in the form of this is my variable. That's why I have not used in here string, because I'm taking from the user and I have stored in the variable. So it will be look like this, that code and then name topic. So this is my key, this is my value. So I have already stored my input in the dictionary form, and now I'm going to do what? I want all this detail in this session underscore so that it will be look like a nested dictionary. It will be a nested dictionary inside a list. So let me tell you that I'm using her, I'm going to append all this value. So for this, I will use simply append function with a dot operator. So session underscore list dot append, and I have passed the my dictionary. I've passed my dictionary so that I can access all the details over here, and it will be stored in my list. Next, once I have stored my values or my input in my list, then it will simply return me JSON response, and because I have details, so it will be success. That's why that message will be your success, and sorry, the status will be success, and message will be session added successfully. Mm. And this is about the add underscore trainer function which. So as the first, if there is any error, then it will work. I mean, this one will, this is a simply a um, bootstrap alert message. If there is any error, then it will work. And I have used this message, you can see in my HTML page. I have taken this one. Let me show you. I have a message, I mean ID, I'm accessing a message in the div, I'm taking a div, and in this I am taking a message in the form of, with the ID. So that's why I can access this message over here, and I'm using hash because I'm accessing with the ID. And this message will come over here. If there is any field missing, then it will give you a message like all fields are required. So now, okay. So this message will work, and it will be simply give you, and if sorry, and when the session we have append all the values, all the inputs in the list, and now we will simply check that return JSON. And I told you the success part will work, and for this if condition will work, that means it will simply check that success is strictly equals to success or not, and then message will be given by you. This is again a success message that is from the bootstrap, and over here, okay. And you can see in my HTML page I have used a function, and with the ID. Hmm. With the ID, so it will come in picture. And as we are using this one, so once you have clicked on your details, that means you have provided all the details and you have clicked on your submit button, then your form will be reset. That means there will be no data left. That's why we are using this one. And suppose if there is any other error, suppose your network is slow, or you have mistaken in your Ajax part, then simply it will return you alert message like something went wrong with Ajax. Okay, so we have discussed, we have already taken the values. So that means when I will click on this page, I mean, when I will click on this page, then what will happen? So when I will click on this page, you can see this one. So here we have some spaces to train code. Suppose I'm giving here train code as 001, and here I will provide my name to say Kumari. And if I give over here Python, also you can see as I have user, I mean the type as data. So you will see a calendar over here. Suppose I'm giving a date like this one. So it is already given and I'm going duration 2. So when I will click on this add session, what will happen? It will simply give you session added successfully, and you can see all the details are empty right now. That means the form is clear, reset. That's what I told about this one. And so you got a message session under added successfully. Okay, so this is about that, and let's go the next part right now. We have already added all the value, but we don't have the. I mean, we cannot see this one. So to if you want to see whatever data you have inserted, then you have to go to the next page. That means this one. You have to go to let me delete the page. Okay, now you can see when if you want to see the details, then you have to go to sessions page. But right now, let me talk about this one first. Okay, so this is all about the. Okay, it's not needed right now. Hmm. So Ajax part has done over here, and now we will go to the view.py. We have already discussed this one. We don't need this one, and we have already discussed this. So let's go to the nav bar first. So when we will click on the session page, it will simply check that which alias is matching with this one, and then it will go to the url.py to check. So for this, we will go to the url.py, and here you can see that in the url.py we have a alias which is all underscore session, and this is matching with this is matching with your all underscore session function based view. So it will directly go to the view.py. So here we will see the view.py. You can see over here. And okay, before saying this, I didn't tell you that if the method will not post, then it will simply return you the render function. And this render function will take two parameters, which will first your request and then second will be your HTML page. So this was about your first one, and now we will go to the second one, which is all underscore session. This is my second function based view. So this is doing nothing. This is just it will take get function. I mean the method will be get as we are taking get method, we don't need to mention it that we are taking get one. So that's why I didn't mention over here. And you can see that this is just taking a one parameter. This will be of type HTTP request, and it will return me HTTP response. And then it will return my render function. This render function will take what? This render function will take for three parameters. First will be request, second will be your HTML page, and third will be the list. Over here you can see we have stored, I mean, we have a session underscore list, and this list is containing all the details of the trainer. So I'm going to do what? I'm going to pass over here this session underscore list in the form of context. So that's why I've written here all underscore session, and I'm taking the values. I'm going to put the values in this all underscore sessions. So this is taking the values in the form of context over here. And now we will go to the HTML page over here. You can see, let me show you. In the templates, we have sessions, and in this session we have all session.html. Here we can see we are again inheriting the properties of page.html over here, and we are using .ht so that there will be no confusion. And I am using a Tinder template tag, which is my blog title. That means when we will click on the session page, you will get you will get a title as trainer list, and in this also you will get a trainer list heading in your page, because of this one, because we are using this one. And next what we'll do, we are taking a div message. This is again a normal message, let it be, because we are taking this one and we are using in the Ajax part. Hmm. So you will see that we want a table. Let me show you first. When I will click on this session page, you will see the details that I have already stored. You can see. I have stored all these details that I have provided in my add underscore and add trainer. It is visible in this way, I mean in a table form. And you can see also that we have the name as trainer list and also, oh wait, this is a mistake. Let me correct this one. Yes. Now it will be good. Let's go and refresh. Yes, you can see. So, hmm, this is not in the table format. For this, we have to take a table. So let's go discuss the table first. So before, as we want a table, I mean the data in the form of table. So we have to write like this. First, we will take a table because we need a table, and the table will have a table head and like this one. Let me split my. Okay, so you can see that we need a table, and this will be my table, and that's why I have taken a table. And in the table, we need table head also. That means table name, session title, and session date, session duration. So I need all this thing, and for this, and the next what I want, I mean, this is in the form of raw. I mean, this is my first raw. I'm taking the data and I'm going to store. And that means the table head will be in the form of in the raw. That's why I have taken here table raw, and this table raw contain four table heads. That means the trainer name, trainer session, trainer date, sorry, session date, session duration. As you can see over here. I have mentioned table name, session title, session date, and session duration. So we have already taken my headings of what will be my heading of my table raw, but I don't have table data. And for this, I will simply do what we have our. Let me go to the visual by. We have we have passed a message in. I mean, we have passed my list in the form of context. That means whatever data is within the session underscore list, it is now in all underscore session. So we will simply perform here iteration, and this iteration will be in this form. That means we will again use a ginger template tag, which will help us to for iteration. So you can see that I'm using what I'm simply doing for session in all underscore session. That means it will take one session uh, um, each time, and we restore in the session variable, or you can say session. So now, so when I pass the value as Tulsi Kumari as a trainer name, it will get stored in this table data session in the form of this one session dot trainer underscore name. This will be seen over here. You can see my name over here, and in the same way, it will. I mean, you can see over here that I have mentioned table data. Before that, I have taken table body. That means I have already taken the table head. What will be my table head? And this table head will be in the form of table row. And this table row is will take table head, four table head. Now I'm taking table body. That means what will be inside the table. So that's why I have taken again a table row, because I want one value in first row, second value in the second row, third value in the third row. Actually, this is a column, no? So I want in this raw form. I want one value. I mean, when I will fill one form at a time, then the value will be split in this way, the raw. So my table header is when session dot until underscore name, session dot topic, session dot date, session dot duration, because we have all these value that we have taken from the user. Now this is simple because we are simply doing iteration part, and we are putting the values in the table in the form of, in the as a table data. So this is all about this, and we have a home page also. It was already, it is not very important to discuss, but let me show you once. I want to show you the home page. In the home page, I have just inherit the properties of page.html, and the title will be home, as you can see over there. I mean, when we will go to this one, in the home page, when we are in the home page, you can see over here, there's the uh, You can see over here that is I have mentioned, I mean, it will be visible as a home. This is because this one, because we have mentioned the title over here, and we have a message over here, welcome to trainer. And you can see this message over here. So actually it was, we have already discussed all these things so many times. That's why I discussed it at at the end. So this is all about my project, and I hope this is clear. In the next video, we will discuss another project. So thank you very much.